fantastic pairings as we see Nodirbek and Fabi getting ready to clash.
Yes, and Fabiano with the black pieces. Very interesting point by Christian about how Fabiano took massive risk against Ali Reza in the first round. Today he has the black pieces again.
In Derby, but yeah, d4, knight f6, knight f3 in this one. Now it was b7, b6 against Ali Reza. Nope, going back to more conventional territory. And Miro, I have to say that it's our two picks.
Absolutely.
I'm going to spot you white on this one.
It's my boy against your boy.
That's exactly right. We've got skin in the game on this one. And what is our expected... I was about to say...
I was expecting c4, but instead the London system has been deployed.
Yeah.
So now I suddenly have some interest in the...
Exactly.
I'm feeling very patriotic today.
Exactly. Now, I've always thought that the London system was very viable in terms of trying to get an opening advantage. When you have the move e7, e6 on the board, it always surprised me that people were trying to get an advantage in this way. They would play bishop f4 at this moment, and I thought, well, no, because I have equality with bishop f5. The difference, e7, e6, bishop f4, now bishop e7. Now that is a very different approach against the London. I'm much more used to seeing d7, d5, bishop d6, and very importantly, c5 is a major move with the idea of developing the queen early. You've developed your bishop to f4, maybe your pawn on b2 can be targeted. Bishop e7, and already we're seeing this more and more in Fabi's games. He's looking to avoid, I want to say, mainline positions. He's come today with a little twist. Bishop e7, I'm sure, is not the most common move in your database. Left it in the position that we were very excited about. Kings on opposite flanks. That's usually the telltale sign that both players are going to launch their pawns against one another's kings, and that's what we're seeing. After the move castles, a7, a6, well, I don't have to be clairvoyant to understand right away that b7, b5 is coming. A2 pawn can be a little vulnerable. I like the decision of tucking the king in on the queen side with the move king b1, and we're caught up with the player. So the last few moves, they've considerably slowed down. One of the things that white is wrestling with is how to get in the move g2, g4. Really want to get in the move g2, g4. And one of the moves that Miro had suggested is go ahead, play bishop f4, encourage the knight to capture, and then you're ready to go g4, h4, and just let's go. In the meanwhile, here's the question I would have for you, Jovi. Are you ready to gambit the pawn?
I was going to ask you that.
I asked you first.
Okay, let's dive in and have a look then.
Right, exactly.
So let's just take the pawn.
Take the pawn. Let's
play with fire. Let's see if we're going to get our fingers burned. Okay.
Right.
Okay, bishop takes pawn.
Bishop takes b5.
I'm going to say
I want a pawn.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, let's do it. Here, I pause for a moment. I definitely do want to play the move c7, c5. The reason I pause for just the briefest of moments is also I do find development with bishop to b7 rather compelling. But okay, c7, c5. I'm just trying my best to open up as many lines on the queen side.
And I'm going to agree with that. So I'm going to take some more pawns. And here we do see the players, Nodirbek and Fabiano, repeating moves.
And let's see what they have.
Christian's hunch was correct. He sensed Fabiano was nervous and that might want to be bailing out for a draw. And here you see Fabiano stop the clocks.
Declared his intention to play Queen b7 and claiming a threefold repetition as the players waiting for the arbiters to confirm that is the case. Strange repetition just at the end. I got the feeling that Nodirbek I'm not going to say an opportunity, that's too strong, but I'm not a big fan of the move e3, e4 when he played it. I thought he needed to do it a little bit slower, queen d3.
Kind of stabilize everything.
Yeah, maybe a king walk.
That line which we looked at as an alternative line, without looking at the board, but just like Fabi returns the exchange and has this position with equal material, somewhat more active pieces, and having 10 minutes on the clock, how likely he is to mess this up? Not very likely.
No,
right?
you're right.
So his decision to accept the repetition, or rather to force the repetition, is a little bit surprising. But maybe once again, maybe he's not happy the way the game developed. He felt like he had an advantage after the opening, and then
we do expect that the arbiter will confirm, and there we have it, the hearty hand clasp.
Yes, and another
Draw.